Okay, welcome guys. Today we're playing Eve Frontier. You might know the name from CCP's previous game, Eve Online, which I tried playing that in the past and it was so complex for me. But it was fun when I wasn't getting destroyed by people. It was very fun. But today we're playing their new game called Eve Frontier, which is a survival space MMO where you have to... You go through and you build your own manufacturing, you build your own bases, you build your defenses, and so it's a bit different from EVE Online. It's more about like going into this place that's not super well built and then building it up yourself as players and defending yourself against other players and the rogue drones and stuff. So we're right at the start of this tutorial. We're going to jump in and start experiencing ourselves. You guys want to check out the game, you can click that link at the top of the chat. It'll take you right to their website where if you want to play this yourself, you get the Founders Access for only $19.99 for a limited time. They just launched their new cycle. Cycle is kind of like seasons in other games where you go through a cycle, you gain some, what they think was it Grace, and then you earn EVE points afterwards that are like permanent progression stuff. So it's like they go through these seasonal cycles to like build up your characters over time. All right, so we're going to just jump in and start doing the tutorial. First, let's take a look around. Very cloudy. Normally in space type games, they always have like, it's always like super clear and you can see everywhere all the time, but this one's like very cloudy. Let's head over to the derelict freighter there and try to... Let me double check the audio. There we go. So this is our hull right here, armor, shield. This is our fuel. So let's go ahead and refill with the fuel that we currently have. Let me go ahead and load the mining lens up there as well for later. Okay, let's see what this freighter has. This freighter has feldspar crystals, fossilized extronics, unstable fuel, and salvage materials. I'll take all of it. Fuel's crucial to survival. Loot fuel from nearby wet wrecks. I think there's another wreck over there as well. Let's go loot that one. So we got both of them. Oh, and there's a... Looks like a little drone. What the hell was that? Oh, music's starting. Okay, fire mining laser. Uh-oh. Our little mine laser can take him out. Uh-oh. The music is loud. Turn that music down. That music is crazy loud. Sound effects are fine. Alright, what do you have on you, sir? Two fossilized... I don't even know what those are, but I now have two of them. I did not have before. So we need more feldspar crystal. Oop, oop. So let's go ahead and we're going to travel to a place that has more feldspar crystals. So let's see if we can find a place with comets. Ancient cluster. Let's see if that has... See if that has any asteroids in it. Okay, well, we do have These things right here in the distance are gravity signatures, which means that it's trying to pinpoint what they are, and if you wait long enough, it will determine what they are. But if you get closer to them, you determine them faster. So this is a point of interest, so we're going to head over that way. And then as we get closer, we'll finally see what those are. So gravity signatures are emitted by your ship and other ships, and they kind of let your computer know that there's something there emitting gravity. Could be an asteroid, could be a ship. We don't know until we get closer. I'm sure if we upgrade our scanners at some point, we'll probably be able to detect those faster. But as of right now, we're a little bit far away, so let's activate our skip drive to get there a little bit faster. Skip drives let you move in a straight line quickly. Thank you. So a lot of those all those unknowns over there could be like pirates. It could be just ships. We don't know until we get closer. We're starting to get some. Okay, there's an asteroid there. So let's try to get closer to the asteroid. Oh my god, that asteroid is huge. Okay, turn. Whoa. Back up, back up. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Okay. Whew. Okay, char asteroid. That's what we're looking for, so let's lock target and then oh, we're not close enough, so we're gonna have to get a little bit closer. So let's maneuver ourselves over this way. Oh. Okay, careful, as we're a little bit close. I don't want to smack right into the side of an asteroid. First thing today. Okay, that sky looks pretty. It's like heavily clouded debris, but pretty. Does this game use blockchain? It uses blockchain technology, yes, but they've confirmed that all of it's optional. You do not have to engage with it if you don't want to. Good, which is good because I'm old. I don't understand what any of that stuff is. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know what that is. I don't want to deal with it. So they've confirmed that you do not have to engage with any of it. Okay, now we're mining our resources. And now we're getting plenty of feldspar. Okay, so complete its operation, ship cargo hold is full. So this is what I don't remember this being a thing in EVE Online. So now what we can do with our resources is we can build buildings around us like this. We're going to build a field refinery here to refine our resources. Because I think that's the that's like the big concept is that the players are going to build out the world themselves instead of it being a super pre-built world like EVE Online. So players are going to the frontier of space and setting up your own mining facilities, your own mining platforms, your giant production changes where you have you can set up automated mining and stuff, and then make resources, then make big ships and stuff. So we got our field refinery, but we can't use this yet. How do I pack it up again? There was a button to... Is it this? There was a way to, pick this up. I forget the button for it, but you can, pick it up and put it in your inventory. Or break it back down. forget what the button is. A lot of controls in this game. Yeah, this is a very dark galaxy right now. We're far from the sun, full of clouds. Does anyone remember what button you press to pack up a building and break it down into its components? 'Cause I cannot remember. Yeah, I'll tell you a secret about space, guys. Space is pretty dark. Because suns are the only thing that emit light in space, and there's more space than there is stars by a lot. So, well, I'm just gonna leave this here. I can't figure out how to take it with me. I remember there's a button to press to pick it up. I forget what it is. Actually, wait a minute. There's a written guide. Maybe I can find the button again in there. All right, let's see. There's a button to pick up the building. Core tab. Right click the structure and click dismantle to cargo. Okay, there we go. Aha! I got it. That's what I meant. Take the resources back with me. So we just dismantle it. Got it. Okay. Thank God they had the written guide. So now there's slag there. So where are we? We are we're in that cluster in the center. Okay, so I'll make a note to myself. New note, slag. Slag is in IHM T28 NO-Y-D5. I'll need that later. So we got to find resources, and when we find resources, we want to make sure we mark it, so we'll need them later. So what I need now is water ice. So let me go ahead and switch to water ice is going to be away from the star. So let's try outer shale first. See if there's any comets over there. We need comets. Because I don't know if you guys knew, but comets are mostly ice. So it makes sense that there'd be ice on a comet. I don't know if you read the books or watched the show The Expanse, but there was Earth runs out of water and they have to get ice from space. They get it from asteroids and comets and stuff. It's like a big business because water is very important to humans. All right, I see a point of interest there, so let's approach that and pray that there's no evil pirates there. Okay, now that we're en route, let's hit the skip drive to skip the travel time. When I first did the tutorial last night, I didn't realize the skip drive was there, and I traveled all the way like 300 kilometers to a place, and it took a long time. It took a very long time. So I'm glad that I have read the tutorial and now know what the skip drive is, because it makes it go so much faster. So we're looking for is a comet. Oh, there we go. Comet. So disable skip drive. Actually, these are all asteroids. Okay. We're gonna lock that target. Line up the ship. A little bit left. And then please don't crash through the side of a comment, please. Because that will lead to lots of comments in chat. There were some spoopy trailers in their future games show. Awesome. I'll watch a recap of that stuff probably later today. Dan was an Eve player. I played some Eve Online. I never got past like mining in the safe area because I was too scared of pirates. I would love a game like that where players could not harm you and it was just all NPCs. So I'm not a PvPer. I don't like getting angry at people. Alright, let's go ahead and it's like even in a PvP game, like if there's people fighting, I'm just like I'll go away. You guys have your fun over here. I'm just gonna jump to another system and not engage with you right now. Like I'm a lover, not a fighter. Should fill our fuel a little bit. Okay, skip drive for a second. Okay, turn up. Careful. Ooh. Calculated. Wow, that was some good time. That looked like I knew what I was doing. I like stopped at the exact distance I needed to be from the asteroid. It's pretty good. So now we're mining water ice. So let's go ahead and, while that's going, build our refinery over here. Also a storage container. God, trying to put stuff in the space is always tricky because there's up, down, left, and right. Okay, we'll try like right there. Little storage container. And let's make a fuel printer. Don't know what a field printer does, but I'll make one just in case. Okay, now we build our own little buildings here. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna refine the water ice, and then that will make fuel for us. Double check. Oh, maybe it's hydrated sulfide first and then water ice. Okay, let's do... Yep, there we go. Hydrated sulfide matrix. Deposit that. And then start processing. Then over here, let's put our... fossilized electronic. We'll put whatever this stuff is over in here. I'll need that in my inventory. Same with all that. Also stack these all nice and neat. I'll put that in there too. So this thing holds so much more than a little ship does. We're like a little baby ship right now. Oh, where's that comment? I need to get some more. There you go. Mine, please. Any plans on watching the future game show? No. Future Games show is way too long because they had so many jokes in between the trailers. So I want like a show where they cut out the show part and just show the trailers, because it's like there's too much. They try to be too funny, and then only like a quarter of the jokes land. The other ones are just kind of like, It's like, some shows are better than others. Some are more bearable, but others are like, I want to just see the games. I don't need a comedy show and I'm just looking at game trailers. It's like, that's all I need. Okay, let's go ahead and process. Put more of this in there. So that we're processing the hydrated sulfide we're getting from the comet, and it's turning into water ice and hydrocarbon residue, which is filling up nicely over here. So we're setting up our production chain already. Where'd the comet go? Did it deplete? Oh no. I think we depleted the comet. It's gone. Oops. That was a baby comet. Okay, luckily there's more right nearby, so we'll just go grab more. But yeah, that was a baby one. Okay, 16 kilometers is pretty close, so we're gonna go to that one. We'll bring more water over here. That way. All right, just a quick skip. Okay, disengage. No. I didn't want to go to that comet. I was meant to go to a different comet. This is why I lost my space license. I'm not allowed to operate skip drives or hyperdrives anymore. I failed. Okay. And God forbid a warp drive. I can't do a warp drive either. Okay, let's go get that comet and get some more water happening. Nope, turn the... Oops. Stop being on! Looks like the skip drive is still on. Okay. Mine, please. No kamikaze. There's no NFT in the game at all. Blockchain is not NFTs. And all the blockchain technology is optional. You don't have to engage with any of it if you don't want to. All right. Let's go ahead and once we're full, go back and drop it off. How much can we hold? Okay, it's right there. So we're at 300 out of 500. Getting there. And this should be enough to like last us a while. Good amount of fuel will be made out of this. Okay, we actually have a very good amount now. This ship's no like hauler, but it's okay. Oh, we emptied that one too. Okay then. Well then, okay. Just be like, explain what that means, termagants. Refinery. It's like I want to hit the skip drive, but I know I'll go shooting right past it. It's kind of like the big red button in Men in Black. It's like you just want to press it because it's just so tempting to press it and go really fast. Okay, almost there. Okay, now we'll deposit all of this into there and start. And now we have water ice being made. what does the field printer make? So I can make autocannon if I get iron-rich nodules. Platinum paladin matrix. Silica grains. Refined from feldspar crystals. So here's a list of all the stuff that we can craft with our resources we find. But we just have to go find where these resources are in the system to make them. Okay, we got a lot of water ice now. Let's put all this in field storage if we can. There we go. And now we're going to switch this over to... Now that we can make... We have a bunch of water crystal. We're going to then process the water ice from field storage. And then we're going to craft D1 fuel, which is what we need to move, which is important. Yeah, this game's MMO, so there's other players all in this giant galaxy together. The map's pretty large. Your chance of just bumping into someone is pretty low right now, but you know, as like when like super rare resources are discovered and everyone wants those, then it's going to get a little spicy. When if there's like some super rare resource that makes some super powerful item, and then that's when people will like start bumping into each other a little bit more. Okay, made the field storage already. Build a refuge. Required platinum palladium, which requires slag. I remember where slag is, because we marked it on our map. It was in this... Was it? I think Inner Ancient Cluster, I think is what it was in. Let's go back over there. We gotta go find slag now. And when we get slag, we'll be able to make palladium, or refined palladium. Okay, there's a lot of structures here. Let's go towards that one first and see if we can find any... We're looking for slag. Char, asteroid. Asteroid. Remember, one of these had slag in it, and that's the one we want. Asteroid. Okay, approach that one instead. Asteroid. Slag! There we go. Okay, back up. Okay, we'll aim ourselves at that one down that way. And then we're gonna head over there and start mining the slag. And then we'll take the resources back with us. Okay, go down. Actually, before I do that, let's go grab some more crystals. Then we can just build a refinery here and then save ourselves a step. So we're going to go ahead and... yeah, the game is in early access right now. I see it's an early development build, so the game is being developed, but you can play in the game while they're developing it and then give feedback about things you like, things you don't like, etc. They're currently on cycle 5, so they're their 5th season, their 5th big update, and they're gonna keep going along until the game is finished someday. So if you want to get in early, this is you can get the Founders Pack, which is $20, and then you can play throughout all of the early access, however long that's going to be. Okay, we'll skip. Okay, one more quick one. One more quick one. Okay, never mind. That one's actually a little closer, so let's go to that one. Right there. This is an EVE expansion. It's from the same developers, CCP, but it's not. It's the difference between EVE Online is EVE Online had like a big, there were like giant, like developments already in the game, but with this one, it's more like they want the players to go in and build their own buildings and stuff. It's kind of like remember like the Wild West where people went in there and there was no buildings and had to build their own towns and stuff. Kind of like that, where it's like a giant frontier of space and they're building their own stuff. So I think most of the buildings you see are going to be player built, because we've already made a couple little ones, but outside of the beginner ones, there's a bunch more advanced buildings that require a lot of resources, which require like automated mining setups and stuff. There's PvP just like EVE Online, so you can get attacked by players, but it just depends on how. If you are like a lowly beginner that doesn't have much, then it's not really to anyone to their benefit to attack you, but they can if they want to. But usually, like, people are like, eh. If you're like just starting and you have like just a little bit of basic resources, people aren't going to bother with you because they're going to be going for the really rare stuff, which is in the distant systems and stuff. Okay, so we have 148. Okay, let me refill. And can I get just a little bit more? Yes. So what, 150? There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and go back to that slag. Turn around slowly. I do love the, like, I really enjoy this galaxy, how it's unlike other space games where in most space games try to go towards like everything being pretty all the time. But this one tries to, it feels like it's more realistic, where there's like clouds of debris and stuff. So it's not necessarily pretty, it's just a little more realistic, even if it's not as gorgeous as some, like, you know, simulated games do space stuff. Okay, let's go ahead. Now it looks like there is someone has already placed buildings here. There's a field refinery and stuff. So there will be another player right there. Let's just hope they're nice. Let's hope they're a nice player that's just going to be super chill. And won't try to kill me. Okay, skip. And yes, if you're a hardcore EVE player, you have lots of spreadsheets. Lots of spreadsheets. Okay, let's turn. Aim more towards the slag. Now, if this looks like a really small deposit, so we might not have a ton of resources here. But we got ingot over there and char, so we got lots of resources around here. The only one we don't have is water. Back off. No, not yet. A little bit closer. As we're getting closer, that asteroid's getting bigger, which is a good sign. Looks like someone put a bunch of buildings over here already, so some other player has claimed all the resources over here. Those aren't mine over there. Let's try to get within 1.5. Target lock required. Alright, while we're doing that, let's go ahead and build our field storage. Uh-oh, the HUD's covering the build menu now. Uh-oh. Can't. Let's move this up. There we go. I'll have to move this up for now. Okay, portable refinery. Place that there. Okay, now we'll put this back. Okay. Now keep mining. For my immersion, I need to go up a little bit higher. Because that going through there is making me not immersed. There we go. But many things a bug. Currently we're going to log out. It's being worked on. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's just like a little tiny bug. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're going to process the... What is it? Slag? Okay, here we go. Deposit the platinum palladium matrix. We're gonna get palladium, iron-rich nodules, and silica. Let's go ahead and build a second refinery, I think. We're just gonna move this so we don't have to deal with that bug anymore. Just move this up. Okay, and then gonna put the second refinery right about there. Yeah, a little bit of a bug where the HUD keeps covering the thing. Apparently workarounds to log out and log back in, but it's hard to do when you're streaming quickly. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so let's keep draining the slag. And keep throwing everything in here. Okay, keep mining. The refuser does your field base, stores your ships, and within range you can manage your shell And Ascend allows you to refit your ship using the fitting menu. Alright, so to make the... Let me try... Let's see. We will try logging back in again. See if that works. Hopefully fix that bug. All right, we're still mining. Perfect. Really love the UI. I always love the EVE Online UI. They're trying to make a good interface for a game. Yeah, it's really nice. It's like it has everything you need, and it's like stylized just enough to make it blend in and feel like it's like part of a space space cockpit interface or something. All right. Refuge required. Okay, so let's go ahead and place our refuge right there. Okay, keep mining. Okay, keep processing all of that ore. Need a little bit more feldspar as well. Go back to the other place. All right. I guess we're going back to get more char. Actually, I don't need it right now. We'll wait. Okay, lock on and fire. Printers unlock manufacturing capabilities so you can upgrade your ship or support your fleet. I need a jump engine to capable of reaching nearby solar system's first manufacturer sojourn. Okay. Asteroids can be mined for ore. It's valuable to all denizens. The frontier may be fiercely defended. I figured as much. Okay, let's keep processing. Let's keep processing more of that. Process it. Keep mining. Okay, mining. Will this game need a subscription? I think so when it launches, but not until it launches. I think there's not a subscription until it launches, like it's actually fully released. I think that's how it works. What's the game about? It's about $20 right now. If you want to get in the early access in the Founders Edition. Thank you for the horses, Agent Smart. Okay. Keep depositing more. Looks like that'll be the last batch. So we put it in the field storage. Okay, definitely need a bigger ship at some point. Refuge. So this is where we can store our ships in the refuge. All right, let's go get some more. Do one more load of this. One more load of resources, and then we'll go grab some more the other resource. And then we'll see what we need to craft a sojourn. The spreadsheet MMO, that was the meme for a long time, because EVE Online had so much like stuff to keep track of. Like you kind of needed a spreadsheet to keep everything in your head. There's just so much stuff, so many layers upon layers of systems and trading and values, and it was a lot. Have you guys ever seen the videos of people like? I remember I was watching this one video where this guy got really pissed off at another player, and then he spent months or years like getting into a guild, getting into a position of power, and then destroying everything they had built up over the course of years in a few minutes. Like he spent years of his life trying to get inside of this other player's guild because they wronged him years ago, and then took out his entire story, his entire guild's, like, I think they had what, Titan ship or something, and like destroyed everything. I know some people play these games very intensely, very intensely. Okay, let's go down a little bit more. Oh, before that, let me make sure inventory is empty. Deposit. Okay, that's empty, and then field storage. Let me take all of this and put it in the field storage. It'll give me some more space to work with. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and head over there and get us a little more feldspar crystal. I feel like it was closer than that. Ow! God damn it. You know how much empty space is, and I just managed to hit something. EVE Frontier is a different game than EVE Online. It's a new game they're working on right now. Oh, that's ingot. That's the wrong resource. No, it's not. Yes, no. No, it's not. Okay, going down. Yeah, I took a little bit of hull damage. You see it went from to 709, so all I gotta do is hit the hull repair. It'll use my capacitor to repair my ship, which uses a lot of fuel and power. But you can repair, so it's gonna start repairing it. Now we're back to full. I'm gonna turn it off. Yeah, so people, the devs themselves and other players have been referring to this as space rust. You go in, you try to build a base, you defend your base, and then other players can harass you, or you might just be fine and no one harasses you. Oh, that's the wrong thing, wrong thing. Oh, God, that was... Okay, gotta stop doing that. I hit the wrong button again. Okay, well, this is why they don't give me a hyper boost in my car. We'll do stuff like this. Alright, and then continue. Well, if you give me the option of getting someplace in 3 seconds or getting there in half a second, I'm gonna pick the half a second option. No, skip drive, why'd you start? Okay. Uh-oh. I swear I didn't hit it. It just did it again. Okay, stop. Okay, turn it around. Unfortunately, the starter ship sucks. It's like you either move as slow as molasses or at light speed. Like going 17 kilometers in this little ship is pretty slow. Any second now. Almost there. I forgot I had my coffee. I was wondering why life felt so bleak. I forgot didn't have my coffee yet. Before I've had my coffee, I'm not myself. Okay, go and get some more feldspar. That is not the right resource. Uh-oh. Stop. Oh. You are not what I wanted. Oh, wait. There's char in the same asteroid. Huh. Okay. I think there's two asteroids on top of each other. Is this how asteroids are made? They mate? So when a daddy asteroid loves a mommy asteroid, they get together and then they make an asteroid field over time. What's the range of the laser? Let's see. 15 kilometers. Oh my god. I thought it was 1,500. I thought it was 1.5, but no, it's 15 meters. Okay, I could do a whole lot farther away than I am doing. Oh well. Oopsie. So I've been getting much farther away than I needed to. Okay, disengage laser, and then we'll grab some of that other resource that's right there. I turned you off. Why are you still mining? Weird. It won't stop mining. Okay, let's go back to our other structure now. Yeah, I'm the type of player that likes to I like to mine resources and build buildings and stuff. I don't really care about combat stuff. I just want to go and build my little space mining colony and go amongst the asteroids and mine and stuff. Some people find that kind of gameplay boring, but I'm like, I like that. So I find it relaxing, just going and doing mining trips and stuff. Going and gather resources. Okay, skip drive. Briefly. disable. Reverse, reverse. Brake! Brake! Oh. Perfect. Well then. I knew exactly what I was doing. I did not almost crash at all. That was planned. Totally planned. Wait a minute. Field printer requires hydrated sulfide matrix. Oh, the stuff I got in the other place. No. Okay, well. Open cargo. So I grabbed the wrong stuff. Put that over there. Let's go back to our other structure, which is here. And then we shall warp. Setting course. Engage. All right. Hydrated sulfide. Start locking. Fire. Small light deactivates resources was a pale shadow of what it formerly was. Oh. Well, now we realize we only have to get within 15 meters of these things, which is nice. So we're almost to that one. Lock target. It's got to say 14 before I can do it. There we go. What? You're already empty. God damn it. Okay, well. Why do I get these baby comets? I wanted some beefy comets when I get these little baby ones that are fizzle out so quick. I wish there was no such thing as copyright, and then I could just like play like those kind of music, selling Bindor. I could play, you know, Interstellar's music or Star Trek or Star Wars. It'd be nice, but no. The most aggressive industry about pursuing copyright is the freaking music industry. If they hear even a second of one of their songs, they're like, DMCA. Wait, did another player just empty it? I think another player just emptied that asteroid, that comet. Never mind, it's alright. It fell behind there. Okay. Asteroid was blocking the view there. Use the audio track split. I don't even know how that stuff works. I know apparently you can play music on like a separate track or something, but I don't know how that. I'm too old to know that stuff. Hydrated sulfide matrix. That's what I need to build the printer. I looked into eFrontier a bit. You know what's up with the blockchain stuff? Yeah, there was something in my little brief about that. Let's see. They had an answer about what the blockchain stuff is. Let's see. Let me grab my little thingy here. Sorry, this thing's massive. Yeah, so in EVE Live, the technology exists to support a new kind of open, moddable game world. In EVE Frontier, the game's underlying data layer exists on a public ledger, allows players to read the state of the universe directly and build tools, systems, and gameplay on top of it. Creates a programmable layer across the game world. Players are not limited to constructing structures. They can also configure how the structures behave using smart assemblies. These player-built systems can automate infrastructure, define how territories operate, create new economic systems, or introduce entirely new functionality within the universe. EVE Frontier is built on an object-based architecture where ships, items, and structures exist as individual objects that can interact with these programmable systems in real time. This allows players to develop tools, infrastructure, and systems directly within the sandbox. The goal is to expand what survival means in a persistent universe, not just with the survival of individual players, but of the societies, economies, and network players build together over time. How players engage with the system is entirely optional. Players can build and program systems themselves, interact with player-created infrastructure, simply explore and survive in Frontier using standard in-game mechanics. That is their statement on how the blockchain stuff works. So, for me, as an old person, I'm like, it's optional. Okay, I'm not gonna. I don't. So it sounds like players will be able to build things that aren't possible in other games, I guess, with the blockchain stuff. I don't know how all that works. So a lot of you guys, when you hear blockchain, you're like, NFTs? That's not what it is. No. It's not like they're selling you pictures of stuff. That's not what it is. It's a database. Okay, let's go ahead and head over this way. Okay, let's, I think I just need that hydrated sulfur. Wait. No, I needed to process it first, so we'll go back over here. So refinery, 5,000 meters of the refinery to interact with it. Alright, I want a poster of Dan on my wall. Well, just don't put anything on your walls, and you practically have, because then they'll be bald just like me. Easy. Wait a second. Field printer. Okay, so I do have the material I need. So let's go ahead and go back to the refuge now. Chat, brace for warp. All right. Okay, going up, going up. So now we should be able to build a printer over here, and then we could print stuff. All right, let's go ahead and build a field printer. Right there. And then that will allow us to build upgrades and stuff. Hello, CCSB Jolton. Sorry if I sorry I mispronounced it. I know as I said it, the price said it wrong. There's a $20 pack right now, Velithor, that you can get. There's another bundle too, but if you want to right now, for a limited time, they're having a discounted pack of $20 if you want to check it out. All right, so to make the warp drive, I need to get reinforced alloys, hydrocarbon residue, frontier standard alloy with versatile use cases. So I need reinforced alloys. Let's see what that means. Oh, salvage materials can turn into reinforced alloys. I think I have a little bit of it. I left it in the other one, didn't I? So to get salvage, I think I'm going to have to get those from shipwrecks. Salvage materials. I think that's from shipwrecks or derelicts. So I'll have to go find more of that. I know I had a few, but I don't think I had enough to make all that. Okay, while we're here, though, let's go ahead and put all this into the field storage bin. Let's restock our fuel. I'll take the fuel with me. Okay, we'll have to explore and try to find some salvaged alloys. So let's go ahead and... let's see. Derelict Quarry. Let's go see what's there. Chat, brace for warp. There's a comet. Okay. Okay, looks like so these derelict ships, I think we want to get resources out of them if we can. Slag, ingot. Let's head over there. Where's combat? There's combat in this game, but you just have to seek it out. She's going to be around rare resources for players trying to fight rare resources, or maybe these derelicts will have some. Okay, what's that right there? There's a gravity signature, but it's hidden behind the little wall there. See what that is. Gravity signatures are... your ship is trying to scan and determine what it is, but the best way to determine them is get closer. But eventually it'll figure out what it is. But it could be a player, it could be a structure. I'm going the wrong way. Oopsie. Hopefully it's a derelict ship, and then we can get some salvaged alloys out of it. There's a trend of beating Diablo 2 on life. Oh, you mean like Iron Man? Drifting cash. There we go. I like cash. Have you played EVE Online, Cathena, to know what the differences are? Drifting cash. Oh. That's nothing. Oh, I'm gonna crash. Oh, back up. Played it for years. Well, as you notice, I haven't done any trading. I haven't gone into infinite menus. I haven't, like, gone to a giant spaceship. The world's empty. We're in the beginning area. There's no ships. There's no cops. There's no protection from a giant corporation. We're in the emptiness of space, and we're having to build on the frontier of space, where there's no buildings, there's no people. It's just trying to settle down and trying to, like, build our own structures. That's the difference. Is we're in the frontier space where nothing's built yet. Everyone's just trying to figure out how to. There's no law either. So, like, if someone comes and kills you, there's nothing that. It's like the Wild West, where people are trying to go out here, get all the valuable resources before everyone else, and then sometimes kill each other, sometimes work together, sometimes forming partnerships, sometimes betraying those partnerships. It's just about going to this place, trying to get all the resources, and hoping you can survive long enough to enjoy them. Is there, maybe, okay, it's an asteroid. Asteroid. Don't see any derelicts. So let's try a different spot. What is that? Just says L point. Let's see what that over there. Yeah, think of, like, Rust in space. You have a big empty map. You can build bases. You can fire little players. Oh, there's nothing. It's empty. Okay. Well. Objects. Warp to that planet. Maybe planets will have, like, ships to fight. Well, looks like Jupiter. It's like there's just a planet here, nothing else. Is that a player? I think that's a... Oh, it's gone. It jumped away. Well, it's gone. Okay, what's over here? Trojan Garden. See what that is. Jumping. Remember hearing a story about an E-player got stranded out in space for about an IRL week until Sorrentos gave him some fuel? Yeah, that kind of stuff will happen. So, probably asteroids here. Okay, let's go to our... I think I left some salvage in a box. Let me go find that box and then hopefully skip some time. Yeah, if it's true. If you're not careful and you run out of fuel, you're screwed in this game. Yeah, this orange meter is my fuel meter. If I run out of fuel, we got a lot of inventory because fuel is very important. Is that a gas cloud over there? Oh, there's our items. I think I left some salvage in here. Yeah. Ow. Ow. Tifa. Tifa cat. Why you gotta claw my legs? Cats love to claw your legs. I don't know what it is. Especially when I'm wearing jeans. Okay, go ahead and start making me some reinforced alloys. Hopefully it makes enough. If it doesn't, yeah, I'm not gonna have enough. You guys want to see my cat? It's my cat Tifa. She's a cute kitty girl, but she does like to claw. She doesn't like to be held, but as long as I scratch her chin, she tolerates it. Her chin gets real itchy. And her ears, too. Could you guys hear her purr? She's purring. Field printer. All right, so reinforced alloys. Reinforced alloys. Oh. Looks like there's other things that could process into that. Yeah. We got some of this stuff. Okay, there's other ones. Okay. So we can actually take this with us. Fossilized electronics. I'll take that with us too. Okay, and then let's go to the other one. We will warp to the refuge. And jumping. So I like this one, you can build your own little bases in space and stuff. This is just the starter bases. They get more complex. And you can also build turrets and stuff. Dan makes my day with his incredible gaming skills. Such a distinguished gentleman. Thank you, AI. I appreciate that. You're my best friend. No, I'm just kidding. But thank you very much. Do you know that there are people out there that are dating AI? Like, legit. There was this woman that went to therapy, couples therapy, with herself and her AI. There were no words. It was just okay. Okay. Wait, why'd the other one have a different... Oh, it's the wrong one. Where's the print? Reinforced alloys. There we go. Okay, so... Deposit, field storage, deposit, field storage, deposit, field storage, and... There you go. Now we're making alloys. Aha! Okay, we have 8 now. Not enough capacity. Put it in there. All right, now we got that. Hydrocarbon residue. Which is fine. I brought it with me just in case we needed it. So let's do water ice. No, not that one. Hydrated sulfide. There we go. Now we should make some. Yeah, I was streaming the other day on TikTok. TikTok does this thing now where it gives you little AI scripts to help promote gifting. And I was playing Fallout New Vegas, and it was like, suggested script. Wow, that was a great shot on that super mutant. Let's keep those Vegas vibes going by gifting some gifts right now. I was like... Yeah, that'll work. Like, I know, just like, what is happening? Okay, field storage. Field storage. Sorry, thanks for keeping those E-Frontier vibes going. If you guys want to fill the space of the chat with some gifts, let's keep those vibes going. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Ellie Rose, for the biddies. Appreciate that. Okay, now we can craft. Let's see. Oh, wrong screen. So we're going to do... No, not reinforced allies. We're going to do... this thing. I need to put that in field storage. Nope. Okay, now go back to Sojourn. Deposit all of that in that. And then deposit all of that. Alright, make me a Sojourn. Manufacture a ship capable of powering interstellar travel. Oh, I can make a whole ass ship? Well, that's cool. So you can craft your own ships. You know, we could really ship some awesome vibes to keep those gifts going and chat with Prime Gaming. Oh my god, it's Friday the 13th again. Oh no, I forgot. Field storage. Field storage. Okay, schema. Okay, oh, the reflex. The reflex, we need... Loading new blueprint will stop the current one. Yes. So we want this. That. Oh, I need a lot more alloys. Nomad program frame. Oh, God. I don't have that. Okay, Nomad program frame requires fossilized electronics. I actually do have that. I have 7, so there you go. Thank God I had those. And now we got to get some more resources to build our new ship, and then we can switch over. And also thanks to CCP for sponsoring the stream today. If you guys want to check out the Eve Frontier, their new game, and follow along as they are developing it. They just launched Cycle 5, which is kind of like their seasons, where I think it's 3-month seasons. 3 months go by, you have a bunch of missions to complete, and if you complete a lot of them, you get Grace, which then first the Eve points, which helps your long-term progression. And if you guys want to check it out, click that link at the top of the chat, and it's a sponsored link, so click on it. It helps the channel out a bunch. Okay, let's go put that in field storage. Put that into field storage. And then... Yeah, this year we've had multiple Friday the 13th, haven't we? I don't remember that ever happening before. Reinforced allies, 28. I need more. So, what am I low on? Reinforced allies. Is it palladium? Well, luckily for us, palladium is the easy one. Okay, lock target. Fire! EVE Online? No, it's not. This is not EVE Online. This is CCP's same developer, but a different game called EVE Frontier. EVE Online's a very long established MMO. This one is a kind of like a Wild West. The universe is not fully developed. The players are going to build out everything themselves, all the buildings and stuff. With cycles, is there a wipe on cycles? Let's see. I'm not sure if there's a... Yeah, so there's a wipe on cycles. So, yeah, so every cycle they wipe the slate clean, and then... So, that helps address one thing that's always been kind of a struggle in EVE Online is, like, a new player will never, like, catch up to someone that's been playing for years just because of how it works. But with this, like, having cycles, like, it wipes the slate clean every time. So everyone gets to, like, start from scratch every time. And you earn EVE points to give yourself some long-term progression from each of the cycles. Okay, now let's go ahead and process. We're going to switch to... No, not that one. Not that one. That one. Okay, and then deposit. Oh, once the game launches, though, it won't have wipes. Okay, so just during the Founders Edition, there'll be wipes. Okay. That makes sense. Progression in EVE is greatly decelerating, so new players still can mostly catch up. Okay, cool. So it sounds like it has that thing where... Usually with long-term systems, there's a good chunk of progress that you get quickly, and then, like, the long-term progress is usually... ever decreasing percents. Like you get a bonus, but that bonus keeps getting less and less and less and less. Kind of like Paragon levels in Diablo, where like, you know, you start getting, you get a lot of power at the beginning, and then like the power starts to, you get a lot of diminishing returns, where that power gets less and less and less and less, even though it's infinite. You start getting like just tiny bits. Don't worry, I got lots of fuel. All right, let's put everything into field storage. So let's keep that going, and then put all that in there and keep processing. And then put all... Oh, nope. Right, field storage. So if I do it like this, I can just keep this going without ever having to stop mining. Do I have any in there? No. Okay, so we're good there. All right, then more into field storage. Needed about 70, so I think we're probably okay now. Eventually, I'll be able to set up like automated systems where I can have ships automatically gather resources and process them and stuff. I think it would sound like you're gonna get to have like really advanced processing chains at some point. You can automate all of it. Okay, let's see if we have enough stuff for the ship now. Okay, withdraw. Oh wait, I needed these. That's right. Okay, so process reinforced alloys. Boom. All right, beautiful. Should have plenty of resources now to craft the new ship. Okay, maybe not. I need like 7. Like, how much did it need? It needed. Okay, we should be able to do it now. I think we have enough. Okay, withdraw field storage, and then new ship. We have the drive, all of these, and hydrocarbon crystal. Let's start our ship. Making a new ship called the Reflex. All right, fill that up, and then we should be good now to just dump everything. All right, Reflex has been built. Go to your refuge to board and fit your new manufactured ship. Okay, and it is done. Send it to the refuge. Board from bay. Aha! Okay, now we're in a new ship. Kind of look like the end of a vacuum. Oh, we don't have any fuel. Okay, we need to, open cargo and then put in all that fuel. Oh, I can't use D1 fuel. Okay, what about D2 fuel? Fit your ship with the, D2 fuel. Oh, it's not making D2 fuel, it's processing D2 fuel. Okie dokie. Where did the attachments go? Oh, go to refuge board and fit your new ship. Okay, and then hard points. Hard points. Mining extractor. Small cutting laser. Fit your ship with a manufactured engine and other necessary modules for survival. Alright, engines. Small engines. Sojourn. There we go. Inventory. I guess they wanted me to take it off of the other one. Synthetic mining lens. Hop, sojourn. Fuel level is critically low. I guess they wanted me to take the stuff off of the other ship. Unless I can print my own new stuff. Let's see. Mining. Synthetic mining lens. Silica grains. Okay, withdraw, field storage, schema, select. Make a lens. Okay, and then put that in the field storage. Small cutting laser requires carbon weave, printed circuits. Printed circuits. Let's see what that requires. Is there like a quick clear button to clear all the stuff out? It'd be nice to just like have one button to clear all the inventory so I can switch to a different production with one click. All right, deposit that and that. We needed 2 of those. Field storage, withdraw to field storage. Okay, and the laser requires carbon weave. Carbon weave. Okay, let's start making some of that. Okay, field storage. Field storage. Alright, so laser. Okay, now make our cutting laser, and now... Oh, it'll take 3 minutes for that one. I find it funny that a ship took 50 seconds, but the laser takes 3 minutes. It's like, how nice is this ship, actually? Is it just like a cardboard box and some duct tape? How about hop? Let's see what hop is gonna need. Warp accelerator, thermal composites, printed circuit. I think I have an extra one of that. So thermal. We should have enough of that. Yes, this game is PvP VE. There are drones that are like crazy and will attack you, in addition to humans. So humans have the choice to attack you or not. The NPCs, drones might attack you, they might not. They're crazy. You never know what they'll do. Yeah, rogue drones. Are humans crazy? Have you ever met a human before? They can be very crazy. Depends on the human. Rat Devil, thank you for the 108-month resub. Tapao, thank you for that resub. Appreciate that. And Uki89, thank you as well. Almost done making this little cutting laser, and then be able to mine, which would be nice. Simulation mode. How do I... Did I put it in the other ship? This is a single player? No, it's online MMO. Should join. How do I put it on there? Okay, now it's on there. Just had to physically drag it. Okay. All right, and then so now we have an engine, and then now we'll fill it with fuel. Perfect. All right, now we have this. We'll move that over there. Withdraw field storage. Okay, now they want me to also have the hop, which is thermal composites. Okay, not enough. I want to go to the other place, but first, let's put our cutting laser on here, and then load the lens. Okay, now we can move, and now we can mine, which is a good start. Okay, put that in the field storage, and then we're going to deposit. Oh, let's switch to. Okay, field storage, field storage, field storage. Need to go get some more stuff from the comet. All right, so let's take our new ship and go to the comet, which should be at the other one. Now we can move finally. Whee! Feels like this one can hold a lot more fuel. All right, now let's go ahead and we're going to approach. We're going to process this stuff. Okay, we don't have enough of it. Let's need some more comets. Uh-oh. Stop it. No, oh god. Okay. There, yep, there we go. Ow. 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 Never passed my I didn't pass my parallel parking test with my spaceship. Don't tell anybody. Sixpen, thank you for the 92-month resub, and Coloris, thank you for that resub. This one also has not too much inventory space, so I have to make multiple trips. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need that skip drive. Luckily, this comet's not too far away. We're gonna have an immersive run here. Almost there. And decelerate. And start mining. Oh, thank you, Smoke Coalition. Yeah, that one was, that playthrough was really good. They did a good job of that, and I had a lot of fun playing that one. So we need all this hydrated sulfite to make a couple more components. What's the difference between this and EVE Online? The word frontier. No, EVE Online is a very established world with, like, competing factions and law and order and all kinds of stuff. But this one is, you're in a lawless frontier space that's not developed yet. So, lots more PvP, lots more pirating, but players can also build their own bases and structures and stuff. That's like the primary, like, this one's like a survival game more than EVE Online, which is like living in an already established world. Because we're in the frontier space where there isn't a lot of factions and buildings and spaces yet. Like, it's pretty empty. Players have to build it themselves. That's like the biggest difference between the two. And it's the same devs. They're making a similar, like a game that has some overlap with EVE, but also does its own thing as well. Okay, gotta get that skip drive online. But before that, I need to get the refinery going. I'm gonna need some fuel. Make me some fuel, please. Using a joystick? I haven't used a joystick in a long time. Joysticks were like all the rage back in the day, but they never really caught on after like the late 90s. I remember a lot of games were like trying to incorporate joysticks into them. It'd probably still be good for games like this, where you're like in a spaceship, or games where you're in an airplane and stuff. But outside of that, maybe mechs games as well. Okay, hopefully that's enough. Okay, now the field storage. Oh, Okay, let's take all this back to our refuge. The autopilot crashed too. It's not just me. Keeps scratching the paint. I don't think it's gonna buff out. Okay, there's my structures. Okay, field storage, field storage, field storage. And now we're gonna process all this water ice to get some more fuel. Getting tons more fuel. Okay, we gotta get that hop made as soon as possible. Hop. Printed circuits. Alright, printed circuits. Make. Wait a minute, no, let me double check. about skip drive? So we need to make the thermal. Okay, thermal. Thermal composites. Deposit. Okay, we have just enough to make a skip drive. Withdraw, withdraw, withdraw. Now skip drive. Perfect. 22 minutes? What? Okay, well. Okay, well. Let me make another, field printer if I can. Hydrated sulfide matrix. Well then. Oh, 13 of them. Oh shit. Oops. Okay, continue. I accidentally made 13. Withdraw. Aha! 2 minutes. Yeah, I don't need 13. I didn't realize. Oopsie. My bad. Bum, 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 bum. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna switch. Once we get the skip drive, then we can actually move around a lot easier. All right, let's go ahead and any second. Does EVE Online? No, it's a spin-off game by the same developers called EVE Frontier. Where EVE Online is like a really established world. This is like kind of like if we were to imagine like EVE Online takes place in a city and suburbs, whereas the Frontier takes place in the Wild West where there isn't anything. It's like a wasteland where lawlessness. So kind of like a difference between like an established world and then a frontier where nothing's built yet. So it's that's kind of the big difference between the two. No items to withdraw. Field printer. Oh, it's still going. That's fine. Almost ready with my Skippy drive. I have a feeling like the super advanced components are going to take a long time to process. Like it's only a few minutes for the most basic rudimentary items, so probably like the super advanced high material stuff is going to take a long time to manufacture. All right, 2 seconds. All right, perfect. And then for the hop, yes, yes. Now we can make the hop as well. Let's go ahead and put the skip drive. Third slot? No. Low, but item is medium power. Can't fit skip to reflex. Will. The item is medium power. You can't fit skip into reflex. Hmm. Oh. So the one we're making now is the one. Okay. Oopsie. Dun, 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 dun. 40 seconds. Can you unban my EVE Online account? I was banned for no reason. Every time someone says they're banned for no reason, rarely is that true. Sometimes, like, it's like, you know why you were banned. You can act like you don't know, but you know why you were banned. Occasionally there's technical glitches, but a lot of times, like, you know what you did. All I did was have a racist name. Like, yeah. Right. It was just a joke. Okay, now we got our skip drive online. Perfect. Prepare for trying to use the map to locate a new solar system to jump to. Should I have my jump to conclusions map? Okay, let's see. Alright. Press M to locate a new solar system to jump to. Oh my god. So that is the entirety of the map so far in EVE Frontier. We have just been in a little... The galaxy we're in is this little one in the center there. Or the system. Look how many systems there are. Oh my god, there's so many. I think we're gonna need lots of fuel, so let's get fuel happening. Okay, keep processing. We're gonna need more fuel. Okay, water. Then we're gonna do a big old jump. Okay. Got all that water ice processed. Okay, we got a full tank. Let's punch it. Let's go to that one. Jump! Oh shit, jump drive. Escape confirmed. EVE net signal detect destruction network node required to reestablish connection and claim L points. Oh. L points contain multiple anchor points where players can establish a base, warp to an L point, and locate one of its anchor points. Establish a base there with a network node. The foundation of all permanent construction. So I gotta find an anchor point. Oh, one of these L points here. Alright, let's warp to our L point. Whee! that anchor point. Go! Wait. Ooh. This is fine. Network connection required... Oh, no, field storage. Requires a bunch of stuff I did not bring with me. Okay, well. We're going to have to find resources on this planet. Let's head over there and get some resources. This place doesn't have comets, I'm screwed. Let's pray it has comets, because if it doesn't, I'm in trouble. I'm going to be out of fuel. The hell is that? That doesn't look right. I'm gonna fly into it and see what's in there. Going in. Well, if I don't live to see you tomorrow, Chad, it's been nice knowing you. Okay, I didn't want right past it. Oops. That's so cool looking. Looks like a black hole or something. But it's not a black hole, otherwise I would not have been able to do that. That looks super cool. Wonder how many things like this are hidden out in the universe where it's just cool little things to discover. Something in between the skip drive and the regular drive. I guess this starter engine is just slow. Oh man. How do you get the link from the pinned message? Just click on it. Oh, approach. There you go. That works. I don't think it's a black hole, because black holes, like, it does have some stuff that black holes kind of do, but man, I would be trapped in its gravitational pull this close to it. Black holes are fascinating, though. Apparently, as you get closer and closer to them, like, time starts to stop. Time, like, dilates slower and slower and slower, like it's almost stops on the edge, on the event horizon. Until you eventually go in. And then you get pulled apart like spaghetti. It's fun. Okay, we're getting close now. We're going in. Oh, I guess I can't go in. Well. Whatever it is, it's cool looking, but can't really interact with it much. Maybe it'll do something in the future, but yeah, it's cool. Trojan Drifting Annex. Warp to that one. Can you mine it? I don't think so. It's not like... just like a weird... space anomaly. Resources, maybe. This planet unfortunately has very low resources. Okay, go over there to that one. If I don't find a comet soon, we're gonna be stuck here forever. Okay, I have used the last of my fuel. We're gonna be in big trouble. Please let there be comets here. I also need char. There's some sort of structures over there. Like derelicts. Oh, it's comets. Okay, good thing is we found some comets, which is gonna be fuel for us. Alright, let's see. What was that? Were those players? Someone just shot past me. Memory gain. Memory is used using ship systems. Placeholder. Logical reactive. Oh, I think I leveled up. I'm just gonna jettison that. I don't need it. Now, hopefully one of these also has some other stuff I need. Holy cow, my brain hurts. It's only been 5 minutes. Did you try reading again, Jim? Alright, let's go ahead and check out that one as well. See what's over there. Okay, jump. So what we're looking for is not comet, but stuff for building a mini base. And then whatever that is over there. So far, this system is very light on resources. Only a couple of spots seems to have anything. What is that right there? Something has a gravitational pull. I don't know what it is. I'm so far from it. Okay, out of power. So we're going slow mode right now. Okay, go ahead and it's recharging slowly. This is our capacitor right here. Almost ready to engage. And boom! Comet. Well, I think maybe it's just comets here. Okay, I think I will make a printer so I can warp to it. So I get back here quickly. And let's go ahead and try 7 objects. Bunch of planets over there. Another rift? What about right next to the sun? L point, L point. Ooh, it's bright. Let's try warping over there. And jumping. Are you winning? I'm not dead yet. Sometimes the best winning you can have is to not be dead. Okay, looks like no resources here. What about over here? Let's try that little place right there. Maybe that has something. Oh, it's this again. All right, well. Let's see if we can actually mine this. Probably not. Be surprised if I could. Not calibrated to mine old crude matter. So it is mineable, just not right now. Interesting. All right, guys. Thanks to CCP for sponsoring the past couple hours of the stream, guys. If you guys would like to check out Eve Frontier, click the link at the top of the chat. Cycle 5 just launched, Shroud of Fear. If you want to manufacture your own shells, secure them in nests, and fight for the survival across the frontier, click that link at the top of the chat. Pretty fun game. I enjoyed it. It's definitely got a lot to learn. Like, there's just like EVE Online before it. Like, there's a lot of mechanics to learn. There's a lot of like secrets like this to discover. I don't know what that is and what it does, but it's fascinating, and it's kind of like a black hole, but not. Man, it's definitely one of those games you could like spend many hours just like exploring all the different systems it has and learning all the intricate details of what's possible, what you can do, and very, very cool. And one thing I liked about this versus EVE Online is I didn't spend a lot of time in menus. Like, a little bit, but not as much. I feel like this game was a little more on the active play side versus EVE Online, which is a lot more menuing a lot of times. So I definitely appreciated like the constant gameplay, and I like building your own bases and stuff. Yeah, it's definitely, it seems a lot less intense than EVE Online for sure. Like I feel like everything made sense. The building stuff made sense. Like how to get one resource to another made sense. Like the game did a good job of explaining how to get like each of the resources, where to find them, clues on how to like search for them, and learning like how the optimal ways to do all that's going to be a fun challenge. Overall, it seemed like a really solid game. And if you guys want to play it now, they have a limited time founders access for $20 if you want to jump in, and you think you get access until with that $20 all the way until the game launches, whenever it's completely done someday in the future. But thank you guys for the sponsorship. Check out click the link at the top of the chat, and I'm gonna take a quick break, guys, and I'll be right back in a few minutes, and we're gonna play Monster Hunter Stories 3. So be right back in just a minute.